Hello my crafty friends, this is Mary. We're going to be making a card today on Cardz TV, and this is going to be for my daughter-in-law's birthday that's coming up in a few days. So we're going to use Straight from the Nest, a really cute cartridge, and I haven't used it in such a long time. And I realized I haven't been using Elegant Edges very much either. So we're going to use Elegant Edges, and since we're using Straight from the Nest, we're going to use one of my stamp sets, and this one's called For the Birds. There's some really cute ones on here that go really well with cards with birds and owls and things like that. And let's see, I think we're going to use A Little Birdie Told Me It's Your Birthday. There's another one down here, Who's Having a Birthday, but we're not using an owl today. So we're going to use this one. And let me show you the papers that I've picked out. I love these colors. We've got a brick red, and this is cardstock from Color Book. Then we have a red and light red polka dot mat. This is from Recollections. Another brick red mat, Color Book, and this is a cute little paper from My Mind's Eye, and it's got little birds all over it in blue, pink, and brown, orange, and green. I didn't realize there were so many different colors. But we're going to go ahead and get all this layered together. So I'm going to get my ATG gun and get this polka dot mat on, but I'm not going to put this on yet because we're going to wrap some twine around here. So I'll go ahead and get this put on. Now we're going to wrap some twine around the bottom of this mat with the birds on it. Now I love this twine. This is from my good friend Teresa the Scrapbooking Queen, and you can pick this up over at her Royal Shop. She's got some cute things over there, guys, so I'll give you a link and you can go over and see what all Teresa has. She has action wobbles too, and we're going to be using one of those today as well. And I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on the back of my card to get this going. And we're just going to start it on the back and wrap this around 4 or 5 times. And just stick it in that tape as we bring it back around each time. And it doesn't matter if it crisscrosses or whatever. Let's see, 3, 4, maybe 5 times. Okay, and we'll trim this off. Now we can go ahead and attach it to the red mat and then put that on the front of the card. And when I get everything else on, we're going to be putting a button over here and a bow. Let's see. I wrapped that 4 times, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. We'll just use our ATG gun, get this put on the red mat and on the front of the card. Okay, we'll get this centered. I like to cut this a little bit smaller so that you can see more of the polka dot paper. I love polka dot paper. It's so much fun. Okay, now we're all ready. Now I used Elegant Edges to cut this mat because I'm going to put a little bird on here. And I cut this mat at 3 1/4 inches, and it's the one on page 25, and I cut the oblong. Now the polka dot is the oblong, and the brick red is the shadow, and that's at 3/4 inches, or 3 1/4 inches. Let's get this adhered together. And I have inked around just about everything with some Tim Holtz tea dye distress ink. We'll get this put on. And we're going to put this on right here. And we're not going to put it on any foam tape because our little bird is on an action wobble. And I think that'll give it enough dimension. So let's go ahead and get this on the front. And we'll just scoot that up as close to the top as we can, because we want to leave room for our sentiment. and center it for the sides. Now let me show you this adorable little bird. Isn't she sweet? I love her. She's straight from the nest, and like I said, she's on an action wobble, and I did have to trim it down so it would fit. But she's going to be so cute. I think my daughter-in-law is going to love that. Now this cute little bird is on page 28 in Straight from the Nest. Here she is over here, and I used the same colors they did, pink and brown, and I cut the little bird at 2 inches. You cut the background out of brown, then this is your pink layer, her wing is brown, and then I cut a shadow out of brown. And for the little flower in her hair, I used an EK Success daisy punch, and this is the really small one. And I added some bling to the center that my good friend Denitra had sent me. This is just a little gold rhinestone. But I think she's so cute. Also for her eye, I just punched a hole and used a black brad. The Cricut will cut a hole, but I didn't like that. I thought it was much cuter with the black brad. And also, I've got 1 thickness of foam tape under her little wing. So that gives her lots of dimension. And she's going to get centered and go right here. Now, for our sentiment, I used some Memento Rich Cocoa ink, and I stamped this on some white cardstock. A little birdie told me it's your birthday. We're going to add that right there, and we're going to put some foam tape at the top and the bottom so it will go across the twine right here. Then we're going to take a button and some more twine and tie a little bow. I think that's going to be so cute. I cut this out also with a new label punch I got. This is from EK Success. There's a lot of glare on there, I'm sorry. It cuts 3 different sizes. Well, can you see that? Yeah. And it shows you right here on the end the 3 sizes. Well, I use this middle one. I really like that punch. And we'll get that put on. And here's the button we're going to use. And what I'm going to do is run some more twine through here. And then bring that up through the button. And tie that in a bow. And I'm going to put glue dot on the back of my button as well to hold it down. So I forgot to bring my foam tape in here. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything stuck down, and we'll come back and take a look at the finished card. Here's our finished card, guys. I think it turned out super cute, and I hope my daughter-in-law likes it. Are you ready? You know we have to play with this action wobble. Oh, I love it. She's a very excited, happy little bird, isn't she? Very cute. You can also get action wobbles over at the Scrapbooking Queen's Royal Shop. So make sure you look at the end of the video, guys, and I'll have a link for you. You can go over and pick up some twine and action wobbles. Thanks so much for coming by today. I'll see you again really soon. Bye now.